Yes.
I'm Chance.
And we are late to the party. We're going to continue that Jordan Peele trek, except now we got Key coming along, and we're headed into the world of Toy Story.
Yes, we are heading into the world of Toy Story, and I love the Toy Stories. I think that they're amazing. One is like one of my all-time favorite Pixar movies. I have a list, but it's up there. And Toy Story 2 was great. 3 was phenomenal. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how they're going to do 4.
Yeah, I mean, I'm approaching this with a little bit of caution. Like, the first 3 Toys, not the first 3, not the first 3, the 3 Toy Stories are my favorite Pixar movies of all time.
Right.
Love those movies, and 1 is in my top 10 movies of all time, just period. I love it. I think it's a great series, great trilogy. I'm curious, you know, what we're going to get in Toy Story 4.
Well, let's take a look at what they have to offer us through the big game spot for Toy Story 4 now. Right off the bat.
This place is amazing.
The carnival.
Wasn't Buzz gonna meet us here?
He must be held up somewhere.
Looks like they found
Hey, up here, Astro Boy. If you think you can take our top prize spot, you're wrong. Dead wrong. Help me get out of here. Well, I'll help you. With my foot. How you like that, Cheetah? Oh, to infinity and my foot. In the vacuum of space, they cannot get you square.
Yes! They're a great addition. I don't know if they're going to be villains or not, or are they going to join up and be part of the crew?
I feel like they will be joining part of the crew. I think this was just kind of like, hey man, why are you stepping in our turf type thing.
Yeah.
It's more so, and he's like, I don't want to be in your turf. Get me out of this thing.
Right.
So,
Yeah, I mean, the two of them just have such great comedic chemistry. They elevate literally any project they're involved in.
Fargo!
Oh, they're so good.
So good at Fargo.
I'm just curious how Buzz Lightyear got himself in a situation like that.
I'm curious why Bo Peep looks like Ray from Star Wars.
I'm curious, how did they find Bo Peep? Because back when we went to D23, it was like the search for Bo Peep, and there she is. So
and they found her.
Yeah, but I also think that at that time we had Rashida Jones, and then you had somebody else on there.
Will McCormick was also
right, and then they dipped out, and so
Yeah,
things changed, and so I mean, I'm curious as to see how much of the story changed since we heard about it at D23.
I also think they have something special on their hand. Cause like you got this cast, I mean, you get like Tom Hanks, you have all these amazing, talented people that like they don't really need a paycheck job like this. So I don't think they would come back and do this story if it wasn't worth doing.
Of course. And I did love that establishing shot in the beginning of the carnival, like that little town, the mountains in the background, kind of look like Colorado or something.
We finally get to see the town.
Right, yeah. And it reminded me, first thing popped in my head, it's like Wayward Pines, even though the story was very dark and gloomy. But the town was beautiful. I love the setting. So if we do get more into that setting and we get to see outside of just, you know, the different locations around the house, and that would actually be pretty
Did they
cool.
ever say how far in advance this movie is? Like how far in the future this movie is?
I'm
like,
assuming real time because that's how the series went before.
Okay, so because then if it is real time, we see how like Bonnie has progressed in the story as well, if she's still there and all that stuff. So.
But yeah, no, you're right. We get to see the world of Toy Story outside of the same 2 blocks.
Right, exactly. But either way, thank you guys for watching our reaction to the big game spot for Toy Story 4. What did you guys think of it? Let us know down in the comments below. You can also like and subscribe.
And do the thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Stardust.
All the social networking gin joints, you know where they are. Kicking the party, fuel the party, keep the party going on our Patreon. Gets us where we need to go. Chance, where can everyone find you at?
Twitter, Instagram, Chance_91, a personal YouTube channel, Chance the Critic, and my podcast, Notorious by Chance, PWCA, the podcast with a cool acronym, and Serious Study.
And he's got plenty to say about Pixar too, so
yes, I do.
Definitely check out his opinions on Pixar because the man has given some thought to it. So it's perfect that he was here. So thank you guys. You can find all his information down in the description of this video. And other than that, now it's time to say goodbye.
Bye.
This party is over.